Oh no, the woman in the red dress said. Simone is missing. I hope the gifts I bought are not in the last suitcase, Aunt Smiley said. I bought a bookmark in the shape of the Eiffel Tower and a toy soldier made of old candy wrappers. What should we do now? Mrs. Jansen asked the guard. Go to the airline service there. Someone there will help you. The old man helped his wife off the bench. Mr. and Mrs. Jansen carried one of Aunt Molly's suitcases. Mr. and Mrs. Jansen each carried one of Aunt Molly's suitcases. They followed Cam, Eric, and Aunt Molly to the service desk. People nearby were sitting on the benches and reading newspapers and magazines. Others had their legs stretched out and were resting. There were people rushing past with luggage and people talking to each other. And there were announcements. My name is Charles Green, the old man told the woman behind the airline's desk. This is my wife Ida. We came to pick up our niece and we can't find her. Her name is Simone Green and she doesn't speak any English. A tag was pinned in the woman's jacket. Jill Warner was printed on the tag. Was she on one of our flights? Jill Warner asked. Yes, flight 54. Jill Warner picked up the phone. First, I'll check if she was on the flight. Oh, she was on it, Aunt Molly said. She sat right across from me. She's very polite. Ken whispered to Eric, I hope she doesn't tell her about the applesauce. Jill Warner put the telephone down. Did you check the luggage area? She asked. Yes, Jill Warner picked up the phone again. We'll have her page. If she's anywhere in the building, she'll hear it. She spoke to someone over the telephone. Then she told the Greens. Just wait a few minutes. I'm sure your niece will be here. While we wait, maybe you can help me, Aunt Molly said. I was also on flight 54 and one of my suitcases is missing. Jill Warner took 2 sheets of paper from her desk. You have to fill out these forms, she said, and she gave Aunt Molly a pen. Aunt Molly gave Cam her sweater. Aunt Molly sat on the bench. She put the popcorn bag on the bench next to her and began to fill up the form. Jack, they want my local address, that's your house, and they want your telephone number. I always get things with numbers confused. Can you help me with this? Mrs. Jansen sat on the bench next to Aunt Molly. She began to fill out the forms. Mrs. Jansen was tapping on her handbag again. She looked at her watch and began tapping her foot on the floor. Then she looked at Cam. It is silly for you to carry that sweater, she said. Why don't you put it in Molly's suitcase? As Cam opened the suitcase, Mr. Jansen was reading from the form. Can you describe the last piece of luggage? He asked Aunt Molly. It's made of canvas. It's small and brown, Aunt Molly said. And it has red, yellow, and blue stripes, Cam said. Aunt Molly and Mr. Jansen turned and saw Cam take a small suitcase out from the larger one. Oh my goodness, Aunt Molly said and laughed. Now I remember when I left on my trip, my small suitcase was filled with gifts for my friends I would be visiting. When I came back, I didn't need it, so I packed it inside one of the bigger suitcases. You have your suitcase, now we can go home, Mrs. Jansen said. May I have your attention, please, was an announcement. Will Simone Green please report to the information desk on the main level? Thank you. That announcement is no good, Cam said. Simone won't understand it. It should have been made in French. Mrs. Jansen returned the pen and forms to the airline desk. Then Ken, her parents, and Eric and Aunt Molly began to walk towards the exit. Wait, Aunt Molly said, I forgot something. What now? Mrs. Jansen asked as Aunt Molly ran back to the bench. A moment later, Aunt Molly returned carrying Eric's bag of popcorn. She took some from the bag and ate it as she walked. Wait, Eric said. Not again, Mrs. Jansen told him. We have to get home. But I know where to find Simone.